I'm attracted to the idea of immersing myself in a Jedi academy with a powerful Jedi Master. Who would like to meet the Jedi Master? Come on, make some more noise. Okay, come on out.
Whoa, whoa!
My heart is pounding. Hi again. I am so thrilled to be at Celebration with all of you in London. Thank you, Kathy, Charmine, for having me back. I'm very thrilled to be continuing this journey.
What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, look, man. You got to feel for her, don't you? You got to feel for Daisy Ridley at some point in time. At least I do, right? The little part of me that still got some humanity left that hasn't become a cold-hearted bastard. There's still like a little corner in my heart. And I'd be like, man, poor Daisy Ridley, man. They trotted her ass all the way out there to London to do Star Wars Celebration. Told her to put on her red dress. Slip on them high heels. And she came out there. Oh, man, look what's up, baby. I'm back. I'm in Star Wars again. I'm coming back as Rey. I'm doing this. Y'all remember that? And, bruh, ever since then, it has just been downhill, all the way downhill. And it's just not going to happen, man. 4 scripts later, all right, people just walking off the job saying, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done with this damn movie. And now we're coming to the point where, yep, this shit is over with. This was posted up on Star Wars Holocron, New Jedi Order movie starring Daisy Ridley as Rey is reportedly on hold, although they're talking about going forward with this James Mangold Dawn of the Jedi bullshit. I said this, man. This is what I had to say. Why not just cancel all of it and fire everybody for destroying the franchise? Then you could get things back in shape. It's like, all right, man, we fire everybody. We cancel everything that we're doing. All right, we recast Han, Luke, and Leia. We go do Heir to the Empire. Oh, we got to recanonize the EU. So you recanonize the EU as well. All right, ship all this Disney Star Wars shit off to Legends. And then you go, yeah, you go make Heir to the Empire with a brand new Han, Luke, and Leia. And you move forward. And now the franchise has a chance, okay? But as long as they're pulling like this shit or whatever, it's like, oh, we're bringing James Mangold. Nobody cares. You destroyed Indiana Jones, bruh. You're finished, man. Nobody trusts you. Nobody will trust this man to do anything in the Star Wars universe. Just go ahead and cut that one too. All right. And then they're still going forward with this damn Mando and Grogu shit. But now they're talking about turning it into a potential trilogy. It all depends on how well the film does. Okay, so then it's not going to happen. All right. Because this film is going to flop on its ass too. The last damn thing we need is more Pedro Pascal in our lives. Nope, this thing is dead in the water just because of this. Oh, you're threatening us? You're going to make 2 more of these? If this thing does well, I'm guaranteeing you folks ain't going to go just for that damn reason. It's like, bruh, what are y'all doing over here in Star Wars, man? But yeah, Daisy Ridley, look, she gets her final marching orders. I think that's it. I don't think we're going to hear any more updates about this shit whatsoever. I think that's it. We're done. And thank God, too, because you guys remember who was going to be directing this bullshit.
You know, I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. And we're in 2024 now. And I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
What is the balance of activating a force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure? And is that a part of the calculation of your art as well? And what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Not you, just
Not
you
you,
know, not you.
Point taken. Point taken.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that. And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection.
I mean, it's bad enough you had Leslie Headland in the mix doing The Acolyte. Like, that was bad enough. Then you're going to have Miss I Like to Make Men Uncomfortable, all right, doing a Star Wars movie. And I mean, she was just going to be packing that with all kinds of feminism. You have to know that, man. That was going to be The Acolyte on steroids, in my opinion. It was going to be way worse than what we got with The Acolyte. It would have made for a lot of good content for the channel, for sure. Oh, but it would have just, again, Star Wars is at the bottom of the ocean anyway, all right? And it won't resurrect until Kathleen is gone, until Filoni is gone, until they recanonize the EU, ship all that Disney Star Wars shit off to Legends, all right? Just ship it to Legends. I said it, including Andor, and I enjoyed Andor. But you know what? Hey, can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. All right, so if Andor got to go, Andor got to go. The whole of Disney Star Wars can sit up on the shelf for good, and that's fine. Recanonize the EU. Let's bring it back. Let's get it cracking. That's the only way to save the franchise at this point. If you don't do that, it's over, all right? And all of this shit that they're doing, they're just spinning their wheels. But yeah, let's read about Rey, the final nail in the coffin. The Daisy Ridley-led Star Wars film is reportedly facing another major hurdle during development as Lucasfilm begins to focus on other upcoming feature-length projects. I want you guys to keep that in mind, that Daisy Ridley was announced in 2023. All right, April of 2023. That's when she was out there on stage at Celebration. Since then, 2 more movies have been greenlit and shot right past that Rey movie. Mando and Grogu, which obviously is about to come out next year, and then Star Wars Starfighter, which they announced this year. And they're like, oh yeah, we got the green light. Sean Levy, he had his star out there on stage too, right? Ryan Gosling came out there. He said, yeah, we about to start shooting real quick, baby. We getting ready to go. All right. And Daisy really still sitting on the couch somewhere like, what in the fuck happened to my show? Where's my shit at? Yep, you out. You on the back burner now, chick. I'm telling you, man, if I was Daisy Ridley, I would come out like, I would come out with some heat, man. I would have a lot of respect for Daisy Ridley if she just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. The movie is canceled. Don't even call it on hold or pushed pause or nothing. I'm done. I'm not coming back. I got a career to do. I'm just going to move on with my life. I would have actually more respect for her if she just came out and said, nah, I'm not going to be in it. They can put somebody else in there as Rey. I'm going to be too old by then. Ha ha ha. Make some dumbass excuses. But if I'm serious, man, I would have a ton of respect for Daisy Ridley if she just gave him 2 double middle fingers and said, fuck off. I'm going to go on and move on with my career and I'm done here. The next chapter in the Rey Skywalker storyline is currently set to be directed by Charmin Obaid-Chinoy from Miss Marvel fame, but it appears that Star Wars fans will have to wait even longer to hear good news about the film. According to industry insider Daniel Rickman, you always got to take it with a grain of salt with Daniel Rickman, but I mean, like, almost anybody could have made this one. Anybody could have said this prediction and they would have been 100% over the target. Lucasfilm has put the long gestating Rey Star Wars film on hold. Rumored to be titled New Jedi Order, the project has seen a rotating crew of writers, with the last being George Nolfi from Ocean's 12 and The Bourne Ultimatum. However, it seems other Star Wars films are taking precedent at the studio, including Sean Levy's Starfighter and James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi. Rickman states that the Rey movie is not canceled, but it is now on the back burner for the foreseeable future. Just cancel it. Just cancel it. Nobody wants it anyway. Nobody wants it. It was just going to be chock full of feminism. It would have literally been setting money on fire, which is kind of what they've been doing anyway. So I don't really see any difference. But yeah, I mean, what's the point? What's the point? Nobody asked for that movie at that time. Nobody's asked for it. And with all the turmoil that you got going on, and then Kathleen Kennedy is like, shit, I'm almost out the door myself. Like, what's the point of even going forward with this? Daisy Ridley should already be 1 foot out the door. She already had 1 foot out the door. She should just go ahead and walk on out, Daisy. It's a wrap, man. There's no reason to keep going with this shit. Of course, it's just a rumor, taken with a grain of salt, but not shocking considering Lucasfilm's history. The Rey movie is once again on hold, as both Sean Levy and Jen. Yeah, that's the thing we just saw. The project is not canceled, just temporarily on hold. Again, that's what Star Wars always says. Yeah, and how many of them joints actually end up coming out, right? Like, look at this. Simon Kinberg, nope. All right, Mando and Grogu, we getting that. New Jedi Order, nope, not happening. James Mangold, up in the air. Lando, nope. Dave Filoni Star Wars movie, we'll see. Taika Waititi, remember Taika Waititi? Oh yeah, Taika Waititi's not, nope. All right, not happening. Sean Levy, all right, we're probably going to end up getting that. Rogue Squadron, remember Rogue Squadron? Oh yeah, Rogue Squadron, it's just on hold, wink, wink. Yeah, it's on hold my ass, that shit canceled. All right, that shit is canceled. And then Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy. I mean, that's what Star Wars always says. So yeah, you can't believe it, don't buy it, all right? This shit is just, again, smoke and mirrors. This entire company, man, is just completely dead, and now they're trying to threaten us by saying, oh, we're going to show you more Mando and Grogu movies if you go watch this one. Yeah, like you want to talk about movie repellent, all right? Lucasfilm has plans for the Mando and Grogu to be a trilogy, but on one condition. Yeah, and it says the possibility of the series becoming a trilogy depends on the success of the first movie, so don't go see the movie. Easy as pie. All right, got it. Don't go see the movie. Don't watch it because we don't want no more of this bullshit. We certainly don't want more Pedro Pascal in our lives, licking his rainbow-colored rods and all kind of bullshit like that. We don't want that anywhere around our franchises. No thanks. This thing's got to flop now, okay? We need this to be a bona fide flop. That's crazy, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Look, Lucasfilm, they have absolutely lost the plot. They've lost their entire fan base. The fans that they tried to replace the old fans with, they're not showing up. They're not coming to movies. They're not watching TV. They're not buying merch. They're not a part of this thing. They've moved on. They're watching anime, all right? Or they're on TikTok or they're somewhere else. They're not going to the theaters to watch this. So yeah, at least they were smart to say, we're not going to greenlight a trilogy like they did with this stupid Rian Johnson bullshit. Or Simon Kinberg and all these other people. We're not going to greenlight a trilogy until you guys actually come out and watch this. All right, cool. Easy said than done, right? We don't want more Pedro, so we're going to go ahead and just say no thanks. Man. Anyway, we'll see what happens with all of this bullshit. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, you just kind of feel bad for Daisy Ridley, man. Daisy, move on, all right? Chunk up the deuces and hit the door. Don't turn back, all right? Don't look back. It's Sodom and Gomorrah back there. You'll turn into a pillar of salt. All right, just keep on keeping on. Your career will be just fine, all right? You'll land on your feet. You do not need Star Wars, all right? Jeez, and Star Wars definitely don't need your character at all right? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. But thanks for watching. See you next time.